today, but yeah, I'm gonna be answering any and all appropriate questions. I know I was supposed to come back on earlier, but I did lose track of time a little bit. But the good news is I planned everything out. I created a folder on my phone and I ordered. So, what we're gonna do, so if you guys don't know, we are doing art or like planning the pieces that I'm gonna do. Yeah, so we are planning the pieces that I'm going to be making. Where is it? There we go. All right. Looks good. I just need to go through these. Yeah, okay, so I have like two pieces that we're making with resin. And yeah. Hold on. Let me make sure we are on. Oh, shit. And I need to do my, what's it called? How do I, like, make my... Dude, I don't even know how to do it. Like, I'm supposed to set up, like, a public profile, but I don't even know how to do it. Where is it? Right, set up your profile. Okay, there we go. Get started. Continue. Hi, baby. Hold on, you guys. I'm just setting something up right now. But welcome, you guys are going to be answering questions that are appropriate. Okay, I think I added everything I want to add. Okay, yeah. Welcome to your profile. Okay. Profile. Hello, baby boy. Hi, sweet. Oh my god, guys, look at my son. Like, are you kidding me? Hi, babe. Bro, no, Molly's leaving. No, don't leave me. Don't. Molly's under the blanket. Paisley. Yeah, just so you guys know, this is my... Wait, can you guys not hear me? Wait. Yeah, are you guys able to hear? But yeah, this is my son, just so you guys know. So I do have a son that I'm... Hey, please don't leave me, baby. Please don't go. This is the son that I love. I know, he's so cute. Okay, but yeah, I have been sick all day today. I know I haven't been super active, but you know, I'm gonna like try to start being more active. Like I said, if you guys don't know, so I bought a house and there's like work done being on it, so I've been back and forth. Yesterday I was out in the rain, it was pouring rain. I had to go to the house, and so I got sick. But look at this little boy. He's so nice. Hello. Look at this. Hi. You're so nice. If you guys don't know, my son is, what was I say? My son is, his name is Paisley, but yeah, fuck all of you worthless pieces of shit. I just want to take a moment to remind you good for nothing fucking worthless pig males. It honestly behooves me that the ugliest, most disgusting accidents on the planet, aka men, have so much confidence, and say such stupid shit. Appreciate that, Jaden. Welcome to the community. Say the most stupid shit, like, make the most disgusting comments, and honestly, low-key, Do you males want to know why nobody has any respect for you guys and like everybody looks at you guys as like a retard? It's because you guys will like look like fucking ogres. You will look like, honestly, like on some real shit. I'm gonna stop beating around the fucking bush here. You guys look like burn victims with botched facial reconstruction surgery and obese on top of that. Yeah, it's like you guys imagine like an obese burn victim. Like that is what you guys be looking like, calling fucking like the most beautiful woman like mid 0 out of 10, or like, you know, calling trans people, oh, you look like a freak. It's like you're a male. You don't have any hair. You're chopped. You have a fucking unibrow. You have a trucker. It's like you're a fucking loser, man. So, yeah, oh, also with like stains on you guys' shit, fucking skid marks, like, bro, it's like you guys straight up acting like looking like and acting like clowns. So yeah, Shreks. Yeah, no, exactly. It's like so fucking annoying. But anyways, um, I'm trying to have a nice time with my son right now. He's actually really happy. Yeah, my son's getting very big. Oh my god. But yeah, just so you guys know, like I'm really sick, like I'm running a fever because I went out in the rain, but my son's getting very big and he's gonna fight you guys. Just so you guys know, like my little Pepe, he's, you know, training or eating up so he could beat you guys' ass. Oh my god, do you guys hear him purring? Like, he purrs so loud, like you could literally hear him purring. It's so cute. Okay, so how do we do... I know, baby, it's okay. What are you doing? What is this? Why are you acting like this? Alright, Paisley, go. I need to get my eye drops. Hey, Pepe, are you gonna lay down or are you gonna leave? What do you want to do? I love you. Oh. Oh my god. But yeah, all my social media. Oh shit, I need to do the link me. But yeah, all of my social medias, including the spicy content sites located in the link me. I do not sell nudes on OF. I sell them on Fansly. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. But yeah, I love him so much. Hold on. Let me get this real quick. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys something cool. So yeah, so two things. So if you guys don't know, we're gonna be doing a lot of art. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a fuck ton of art, DIY and shit like that. It should be very fun. You know, so I spoke more about this in the morning. So one of the first things we're gonna be doing, is it pinned? Yeah, okay. All my social medias, including the spicy content sites, located in the link me just put in chat. I do not sell nudes on OF. I sell them on Fansly, FANSLY, olive oil run on Fansly. So that's one. Also, all the socials are in the link me. But yeah, we are... Oh my god, bro, stop. Stop it, man. Dude, it's like... So she's the one fucking with the curtains. Look at this fucking... Oh my god. Yeah, just so you guys know, this is why, like, I wear a color, like, when I get sick or there's inflammation in my eye. Like, they do this all, like, bro, like, I've had times where, like, the entire lens is slid, like, behind my eye. Like, completely, where I blinked, and it's completely, and it's, like, I have to, like, go, like, up. Comment if you guys have the same thing happen to you. Guys, but we might need to put on glasses. Alright, Pepe, come on, just go. Come on, baby. I love you. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. You could go now. I'll see you later. We're gonna hang out later. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, Pepe. And stop it, bitch! Stop! Okay, but anyway, so I'm gonna show you guys like the pieces that we're gonna be making. I went ahead and I ordered all the stuff for the art using resin. If you guys don't know, the reason why we're doing a lot of DIY is I think I said this, bro, like I've been saying this like every day at the beginning of every live, but I bought a house and you know, we have a lot of space to cover. You know, we need to do the art. You know, I'm not going to be making all of the art. Obviously, I think like at least half of it I'm just going to buy, but the other half we could definitely make. But yeah, all my social medias are in the link me, which is put in the chat. I do not sell nudes on OF. I sell them on Fansly. Oh, also, I got a 3D printer, and I've been, like, so obsessed with it. I love it so fucking much. It is so cool. It is so fun to play with. You guys, I made so much so far. Like, yeah, no, I've just been making, like, a lot. Like, I showed the stuff I made earlier. Yeah, a lot of stuff I've been making. Love it. You know, I've thought about getting a 3D printer before. Finally, thank God he's gone. You know, I love him, but, you know, man, it's like, I love you! Isn't he cute, though? But yeah, oh my god. You guys, like, I'm really, like, not feeling well, man. But, anyways, I'm gonna be streaming for at least 2 hours, it doesn't matter, but, yeah, so I got a 3D printer, and I've made so much. I put the stuff aside. Do I at least have my rocket here? Hold on, so I made a rocket, and I swear I thought I set it somewhere here. But maybe I put it away. Where the fuck is the rocket, bro? Huh. Alright, well, we'll find it. So I'll show you guys the next time I get up. I'm just, like, really, like, I'm pretty sure I'm running a fever, but we made a rocket. Oh, wait. Because I know I made two. I don't know if I put one over. No. Okay. I'll show you guys the rocket later, but basically I printed so many things. The latest things we did was a rocket, and I did a flower vase. But it is so cool. Like, I've thought about getting a 3D printer, like, before, but I didn't do it because I thought, oh, it's probably complicated. No, bro, it's, like, no work. It's so fucking easy. I love the 3D printer. Dude, it's, like, tech is, like, magic, bro. It's, like, you're, like, doing what, like, God didn't do. It's, like, so cool to me, but... yeah, I love that fucking 3D printer. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions that are appropriate. Appreciate that, sucker. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or want to ask me about anything, you guys know I'm always here for you guys. If you guys are sagging in the Matrix, you know, have you been sagging in life? Or if you're a girl, do you have a sick man? Oh my god, guys, guess what? I just found out today that apparently there is this disgusting pro-life kind of like protest thing. It's not really a protest because it's like literally like I think like 5 retards, but over at my university, you know, I graduated, but over at my university there's these fucking retards, Catholic retards at the school trying to protest you know, pro-life, like, oh, you know, like abortion's bad, children are a blessing, and all this stupid shit. And it's like, what the fuck? You know, honestly, like, dude, like, if I was a guy, like, bro, if I was a male, like, I would have been jumped them. Like, honestly, like, the fact that, like, you know, guys are, like, allowed to, or able to do shit like that and go that long without getting, like, consequences or ever getting consequences, like, that tells me that you all suck, honestly, because me, it's a no-brainer. You already know, bro. I'd be on that shit. You know, and I just see it as a fucking free bait, honestly. Yeah, if I was a dude, you already know I'd be on steroids. I don't give a fuck. And oh, free bait, and I look like a hero. No one's gonna prosecute this shit. I'm gonna look up the fucking I'm gonna look up the judges, see if there's a female one. Oh, there's a female one. All right, so we're good. So, like, I'd be thinking like that, but like, yeah, I mean, you guys get what I'm saying. I mean, this really is a reflection of, like I said, if I was a male, like, no brainer, obviously, right? But like, no one's really done much, and like, for the most part, it's just women like that are like speaking out about this. Like, what the fuck is this? It's like, and a lot of women have said that, they've seen males, because these pro-life protesters, their sign says "honk if you agree," that women shouldn't have rights to their body. And there's a lot, and every male that passes by in the car is honking, agreeing. So, to all of you retards that are always like, oh, why do women hate? What is he doing? Oh, why do women hate men? Well, there you have it. This is a perfect example as to why women hate males. This whole like fucking pro-life garbage still going on. It's not you guys' body. I've never met a man that's had an abortion. I don't know if you males have had an abortion before. But for whatever reason, a bunch of males that have never had an abortion and that don't have the ability to produce shit, a bunch of preg trapping ass, scamming ass, which let's be honest, the only people that have a problem with abortion are those preg trapping ass, fucking anchor baby ass, fucking scheming ass, fucking like losers, obviously. Right? I mean, like, nobody that has good intention. Nobody only bad actors are gonna be obviously, oh, abortion's wrong, da, 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 da. Period. Period. And also, why are men even talking about this? Like, frankly, like, you guys shouldn't even be talking about, like this is like you guys discussing periods. I mean, what next? Are you guys gonna protest periods? Like, it's just so crazy. I mean, like, you guys really have no business talking about this. This is like protesting women having their own bathroom, or like women's periods, or women's nail polish. It's just shit that doesn't fucking involve you guys. So straight up, I mean, like, it's really stupid even like having an opinion on this, right? Period. But yeah, I can't believe this is like still happening, and I just am shocked. And especially here, just so you guys know, especially at a which, like, I'm not sure if like the church maybe is like paying some of their like cult members to like rage bait, but I don't know what the purpose would be, honestly. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the purpose would be, because it's like, yeah, you get attention, but it's not like any of the attention you're going to be getting is going to materialize into anything positive. So no woman's going to be like, oh, fuck you. I'm pro-choice, or you know what? Ever since I've seen these retarded Christian protests, I'm gonna change my mind. Like that's not gonna happen. So I don't really understand. Like, maybe it's to make other males. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Because it's not money, right? It's not to recruit more cult members. I think the reason why they still do these stupid, oh, pro-life, baby a blessing protest, is because they're trying to create a cultural shift, right? They're trying to influence society and help normalize being a misogynistic piece of shit, so that other men could get like you guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, they're trying to get get more numbers, right, in terms of males being misogynistic. So it's probably like more like a political agenda. My god, my head hurts. That's exactly what it is, honestly, because it's like, I didn't understand when I first saw it, but yeah, let me know if you guys have any other questions. Some retard in my chat said it's a woman's choice to keep a kid, but it should be a man's choice to support it financially. Yeah, and it should be a woman's choice to abandon it. As long as she gets the option to abandon it, we're all good. We're all straight, but you can't force her to keep the fucking money pit. She doesn't want that fucking burdensome sack of fucking dollar pit sack of the resource vacuum. So yeah, sure. If you males want the option to pay your child support as long as she could abandon it, looks like everybody's straight, right? Everybody walks away clean. So, you know, if you guys want to be if you want to be a terrible person, as long as she could be a terrible person too. Okay? So, I don't like double standards, right? So, yeah, I don't see anything wrong as long as it's, you know, symmetrical, right? Um, but that's not the case. The reason why males don't get a choice to opt out of paying their child support is because she doesn't get to opt out of her responsibility as a parent. So we should change the laws and make it easier for moms to abandon their children so that you males could opt out of child support. So why don't we start rallying? Like, yeah, you give women the right to abandon their kid so that you could have the right to abandon your child support. Why don't we get on that? So put down the pro-life signs and pick up the pro-abandoning kids sign instead. Because if all you wanted was to not pay child support, well, then you're wasting your time with this fucking garbage of pro-life. You're only going to cause more child support charges to arise. So, yeah, put down that sign and let's start making this pro-give women the right to abandon their kid sign. What do you guys think? So yeah, I don't want kids. I would never do that. Like literally, I'd actually neck. Like I would never do that. I would never do that. I have cats. I have cats, and I love them so much. But you guys, like, this is, bro. Even my cats, sometimes I regret like, I don't want to say that I regret having them, but dude, like, even sometimes I'm like, man, like, fuck this shit, and it's just 3 cats. It's just 3 cats, and I'm already like, man. And like the cats are quiet, they're sweet, they're cute. They don't make messes. But even sometimes I'm, yeah, man, I wish I could escape this all. And I'm like a stay-at-home mom, just so you guys know. So as easy as I have it, as privileged as I am, even I'm like, fuck them cats sometimes, or like, oh my god, I'm irritated. So I can't imagine what it's like having a real life human. Never, never, ever, 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 ever. No, no, no. So yeah, like seriously. Also, I think that I think creating life is immoral. I think I'd actually be a horrible mom if I chose to have kids, because you know what? Want to know why I'd be the worst mom, a terrible mom, an evil mom if I had kids? I'm putting kids that people that didn't consent to be born onto a planet. I'm subjecting people that weren't alive or conscious to death and suffering. They're gonna, you know, they may have an okay life, some highs, some lows, but they're gonna ultimately just be used, just be used as a tool to satisfy others' desires, whether that be, you know, you're an employee at this firm, or you are these people's friends and you're being used for their emotional support, or whether it is maybe you are married to this person and you are being used for emotional support, or maybe it is that you're a singer and you're being used to satisfy other people's, like you guys get the point I'm making. It's like we're, for the most part, all of us are just used to satisfy other people's desires. That's 2. Number 3, you know, there's a lot of men that are fucking men. What kind of mom would I be to fucking bring a kid of mine in the name of love to a world with all these sick men that literally traffic children? So what am I gonna do? Create more children to potentially be trafficked? What am I putting fucking product on the shelves? I'm not gonna fucking supply the fucking demand for trafficking. Like that low-key, you are doing this when you have a kid. If you think logically, nobody willingly gives up their child to trafficking. So whether you like it or not, everybody that has a kid, you need to understand that if you think logically and technically speaking, you are supplying the demand for child trafficking, because again, nobody's turning their child to the front desk. You could traffic my kid. So you're just doing nothing but contributing to the supply. You popped out a kid, you just put a product on the shelf that, whether you like it or not, this is the world we live in. I don't want a kid to subject to creeps, to pedophiles that may or may not be doing inappropriate things behind my back. I know I'm not going to be able to watch nobody 24/7. I can't even watch myself like that, or I can't even surveil myself. The amounts that you would need to surveil a child to ensure its safety, you can't. You can't. I'm subjecting a kid to potentially having creepy teachers, creepy coaches, or other adults that may groom them and traumatize them, and I'll never know about it because, like, my kid might not know, and if this is something to tell me about. But if I tell my kid in advance, hey, so this is what pedophiles are, and if I teach my kid about pedophiles, then I'm going to traumatize them. So it's like you can't win. It looks like the damage, the damage happened at men existing, is what it seems like, because there's no way to win. You can't tell them too early, but then you wait for it to happen. You might not know or be able to help. So there's really no winning. It's a net loss when it comes to that kind of thing. Oh, and let's not forget a bad path and drugs and shit like that. All of these fucking drug peddlers, or like fucking people trying to traffic drugs or get kids hooked on drugs. The most vulnerable people in the world to what's it called? Getting to addiction are children, because these sick people want to, they know that when you get children addicted, that's how you have a lifetime long customer, and it's children that are not going to know and shit like that. I got to worry about that bullshit. And, it's like, that's something that I might have to deal with, and something that they might have to deal with. Why do drugs even exist anyways? Oh, fucking retarded men. Okay. And then besides that, violence, regardless of the gender. Yeah, actually, you know what? This violence thing actually affects kind of everyone. What if I have a kid that's like fucking sitting in the library one day, and then some jackass man, some retard wants to bring a fucking pew-pew and do a mass pew-pew. That's actually happened at my university. I mean, it didn't get too bad, but that actually happened not too long ago. It could have gotten bad, but it was contained. But, I know that in other cases, that's, not really the case. So what if somebody does a mass pew-pew? And, I guess, best case, they don't make it and it's just me dealing with the trauma. Worst case, they do make it and maybe they might have a life-altering injury. Maybe they might not be able to, they might have permanent lung issues, or they might have permanent heart issues and always be in the hospital. So, and now we're both suffering because of what some jackass did. So, yeah, I think that low-key, I think you really got to be selfish and a narcissist. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. The majority of parents are narcissists. Most parents aren't very good people. And I'm not saying all, but this is the truth. Most parents are narcissists. This is why everybody's messed up and everybody's mentally ill. The truth is, almost all you might as well say it's all families because it's so common. Families are cults. The overwhelming majority of families are cults. Okay, look up the definition of a cult. And it's because, honestly, like, all of these things that I just brought up, and this is not even scratching the surface, I don't think these are things that most parents or most people think about when they bring a kid into the world. And, what most parents do is they'll just, like, not think about this and think, me, I'm gonna get so much attention once I pop this shit out, or, I can't wait to fucking, have a beg fest for attention and be dad and keep reminding everyone I'm a dad. They're just excited about all the attention they get, but then when there's real responsibilities or things get hard, or, hey, you brought your kid into life, a terrible place, and, hey, something's happened. Did you plan for it? Oh, no. They either blame their kid for what happened to them. They just fucking put it on the kid, right? Or they don't want to deal with it, right? Or they just check out. Because this is the truth. This is what I mean by most parents are narcissists, right? Completely irresponsible because, of course, they don't think about these things. So, of course, parenthood, like, honestly, you guys, like, I see where, like, just think about the concept of being a parent. Like, yeah, it's going to attract a lot of narcissists. If I had to guess, are most parents good parents versus not? I think most parents probably aren't good parents. You know, obviously, like, you know, not everybody's an evil parent, but I think, like, overall, because I see how it would totally just, for the most part, attract narcissist, attract me kind of people, or people that are a little, you know, like attention whores, you know, that aren't really capable of thinking much broader beyond themselves and me. So that's a fact. So no, I would never do that. What was I gonna say? And I don't see why anybody would want to have kids, or anybody with any morals or compassion would want to supply, put more supply on the, you know, sex trafficking shelves. Just create another person, a person of your own that you're gonna likely get emotionally attached to, because the more time you spend with somebody, it's like glue, right? So you might not care right now. You haven't had a kid yet. Or maybe even when you first have the kid, you might not care that much, but the longer you're around with that kid, like I said, this is just how things work. The longer you are with somebody or something, it's literally, look at it as glue, having more time to set. That's when you care. And by the time you care, or if something bad happens, because this is the terrible world that men have destroyed. This is the world that men have destroyed, okay? Men are ruining this world, and I think we're all aware of, like, all the terrible things males do to ruin, to not only target children, but ruin children's childhoods. A lot of males, they make it their life purpose to ruin as many childhoods as possible. Open your eyes. I mean, that's clearly what's going on. I mean, you know, all of this crime, all of this child trafficking, all of this this disgusting action with minors, it's really hard to believe that we don't have, like, a large group of males making it their life purpose to try to ruin kids' childhood. Have you guys seen the data and statistics on, like, a child SA? And keep in mind, most cases don't even get prosecuted, just so you guys know. So I wonder what the actual number is, because even the ones, you know, that have been prosecuted are, that it's too high, and it's honestly disgusting. Like, it's shocking, honestly. Truly, right? So, and keep in mind, those kids that, you know, or like all these males that get charged with child SA, keep in mind, this is, you know, the victim is a child that had parents watching. And maybe other adults, maybe the parents watching, grandma, teacher, aunts, uncles. And yet, the number's that high. So you got all, this child has all these fucking goddamn people watching them. But yet men are so sick in the head and so fucked up. It's still happening? So, like, just put that into perspective. Like, you know, it's like men are ruining the world, and they target children like crazy. You know, it's like, you know, already with women, it's bad, right? I think we could all acknowledge, you know, I'm sure we've all seen women getting catcalled, or males being creeps, or have heard men being creeps. Fully understand that when it comes to kids, it's 100 times worse. But you just might not see it. You just might not see it in front of your face, because it's not socially acceptable. But yeah, no, the risk kids are in is 100 times worse. Because not having a fucking whole family or group or teachers and all this administration, even that, having multiple people watching and surveilling your kid can't save them. So, I mean, yeah, I don't think, like I said, anybody plans for this, but then once it happens, then it's like, you don't know what to do. It's like, you know, you should have thought about that before having the kid. But it's like, no, once you're already attached to it, that's when parents start to, oh my God, what do I do? And then, you know, and then that's when, you know, what's it called? Depression, and like, or a lot of family conflict and like stuff like that. And then it kind of starts to snowball a lot of times. This is why a lot of families have conflict. It's usually, they don't plan for things, something happens, and then it snowballs into one thing. And now, oh, you know, now I have a problem, and now somebody else has a problem, or I don't think we're as close anymore. Or I don't think you're taking this issue seriously. And do you guys kind of see the point that I'm making with this? This shit just doesn't work at all. And yeah, this is why most families do have conflict and like some weird sitch. Something weird. You know? And I'm not saying that like parents are bad, just so you guys know. And also, being an attention whore doesn't mean you're like a bad person, right? Or doesn't mean you don't care about your kid. even being a narcissist, by the way, just so you guys know, like, just because, like, your parent's a narcissist doesn't mean that they don't love you, right? NPD, this is like saying somebody that's bipolar can't love, right? None of those things are true. That, it's like parents could be narcissists but still love their kids. Just like, where is my vape? Where did this go? But what doesn't change is the fact that the kid's not really going to have much of a experience in this life that you insisted on bringing them into. For the most part, it's not going to be much of an experience. For most kids, or for most people, right? I mean, according to the data and statistics, most people are, kind of slugging through life, right? Don't have perfect families. Most people have whatever, like, family issues. They have whatever issues they do whatever issues they do at school. At some schools, I heard that the bullying's so bad, like I saw in the news, because this mom got arrested. These older boys were beating on her children. So these boys who were like 16, my head hurts, 16, 17, and yeah, like 14, 16, 17, like that age range, were beating on her 5-year-old daughters, her 5, 6-year-old daughters, and a son that was like 6 or 7, beating on them. This is constant bullying, and this is extreme, right? I mean, these older boys beating on such small children. But apparently that happens all the time, because when I was watching the body cam footage, oh, and guess what? The mom got in trouble. The mom who's a victim and whose children have been battered by these punks, right? So just so you guys know, also you're in a rigged and fucked up legal system that for whatever reason likes to protect the aggressor. It's like violence is rewarded. No wonder males think that they're the superior gender because they shoot up and kill the most people and cut the most heads off. I mean, the legal system sure does treat it like that. That's for sure. I mean, that's not true, obviously, but just so you guys know, this is why males think they're superior. They think they're superior because, oh, we fucking cut off millions of heads. Women haven't cut off a single one. We fucking shot up civilizations, and it is essentially what it is. And I wish they'd just, be more direct and transparent with, like, rather than saying men are stronger, we're better, just fucking say what you actually mean, that you think you're better because you've massacred all these people, so that, society knows, oh shit, we need to do a better job at explaining that just because you've ruined the world and made the world an awful place and an unsafe place, unfit place to continue populating, that doesn't make you better. That actually makes you a cancerous problem, but they don't seem to know that. But just so you guys know, but back to my point on this, this is no world you should want to bring anybody into, period. I think adopting's good, honestly. Like, if you want to have a kid, please just adopt. But there's no need, like, there's so many kids rotting in the system and that don't have homes. Go adopt. Like, seriously, if you guys, like, take anything away from me, like, adopt. It makes all the sense in the world, by the way. There are so many pros to it. So fucking many. And plus, you are actually doing a good thing when you adopt, because that kid was already born and it needed a home and you provided a home. When you birth, you're not really doing a good thing. It's not like the kid was inside the air, hey, birth me, hello, yoo-hoo, can you hear me? You need to get birth to me. It's like, no, it doesn't exist. Like, you created it, right? So, does that make sense? Like, so you're not doing a good moral thing or any kind of good deed when you create a kid. When you adopt one, you do, because it's already there and in need of rescuing. You can't this is like creating a virus, right? And then selling the solution, and it's like, oh, I cleaned it up. It's like, nah, you didn't do that. You created a problem. And this is blackmail, right? If somebody was to create a virus and put it on your computer and say, oh, I have the cure to clean it, you'd be like, oh, okay, so you're blackmailing me. You're telling me that you're not going to remove the virus unless I, do what you're wanting. So, does that kind of make sense, you guys? So, same thing like with the kid. It's like, you can't create a kid and like, oh, I did you a favor. It's like, you created its problems. You created its consciousness, right? And you already know, like, this is not even like rocket science. Like, I don't think there's any person on this planet, no matter what, that's like happy. And I'm not saying you can't be happy, but like, who doesn't experience like a significant amount of distress, whether it's frustration, anger, exhaustion, like whatever. I mean, and nobody's happy every day all the time, because that's how shitty males have made the world. Even just like looking at the news, like that's distressing. So that's why you should adopt. So, any other questions, you guys? People adopt for cash and control. Um, Dude, I think that most people that adopt are intelligent, kind-hearted people. Okay? Are there gonna be bad actor in fucking anything? There's always, because there's men. So there's always gonna be bad actors in anything, right? Dude, like, there's nothing or no, like, I don't think there's a single thing where it's like everybody's good, right? I mean, I just think that, you probably have the kindest pool of people that are in, going through adoption, right? Not that they're, somebody said somebody people only the people that are adopting are doing it for cash. It's like, I don't really, I mean, when you adopt, you have to pay cost, by the way. So I'm not understanding that. I mean, I don't know if they're referring to welfare, but I think that to be able to adopt a child, you have to fit their criteria and demonstrate that you're capable of caring for the thing. So I don't think there's any money in adopting a kid. So yeah, I don't see how, because they need to make sure you're good, right? Like, they're checking you. But yeah, anyways, adopt. Adopt. Like, I would never have kids, but let's say that I was 50 and I changed my mind, I would adopt. Adopting will always be my first choice, no matter what. So my ceiling is adopting, okay? And that should be everybody, okay? That should be everybody. And I hate when people are like, bloodline and genetics. Who gives a fuck about your blood? Like, can you guys see my bloodline? Like, I mean, like, you guys get what I'm saying? Like, it's the stupidest argument in the world when people talk about bloodline. Like, do you guys see my bloodline code on my forehead? It's like, what significance, I mean, is this? Like, this is, like, really stupid stuff, right? I mean, this is your DNA, or oh, it doesn't have this, is completely irrelevant. Like, what relevance is that? Like, I genuinely don't understand people that make that argument. It's like, I don't really understand what they're trying to allude. Do they believe that if they leave behind their DNA that they're going to fucking, like, is this like the movie Tangled, the evil mom that used the daughter's hair to be old forever, or like have eternal life? Like, do you guys think that you're gonna be able to respawn back into Earth world after you die if you leave your DNA behind? Like, you guys think life's a video game? Otherwise, I don't see why the people that are like, DNA, but it needs to be mine, or like, oh, like, I don't give a fuck about nothing without my DNA. It's like, what's the, like, significance there? Like, it's like, these have got to be guys that are like really, like, their brains fried, and like they legit believe it's a video game world. Like, you have to believe that you could respawn back to Earth after death if you leave your DNA behind. That this is the only way that I see that it matters, which isn't true. Which isn't true, just so you guys know. I mean, so your DNA has no relevance whatsoever, at all. At all. It doesn't matter. Honestly, if anything, it's smarter to adopt, because when you have a kid naturally, you might get one with Down syndrome, and there ain't shit you can do about that. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with, like, I'm in no way trying to judge people that have that, but there's no doubt that if you do have a kid with Down syndrome, it's going to be really expensive. Not that you'll not feel bad for them or like care for them less, right? But I mean, let's not, like, Ignore the fact that there are significant costs. That's a significant liability. What happens when, oh, oh, it's just a baby with Down syndrome, that's one thing, but then it grows up. What's that gonna look like? Right? So, having somebody disabled, like, so not only there's ongoing large cost that's gonna affect your future, when you could retire, because you might be like, oh, okay, well, I have a job. Then yeah, you're probably not gonna be like so excited, and it's okay. I'm just gonna go to my job, or I'll take a second job. You probably won't be feeling like that when you're 60, when you're 70. So it's shit like that, and then two, it's like, what if like your kid becomes like unmanageable when your kid's like 20, 30, or like whatever. It's like I've never seen a Down syndrome in real life, so I don't know but we do know that like obviously adults are a lot harder to deal with. I can't imagine somebody that has serious problems. So what if you have something like that? What if your kid has like a heart condition? So yeah, when you adopt, you ensure and you guarantee that, you know what, you are not going to have to splash out thousands to, or what may, add up to hundreds of thousands to maybe millions of dollars, right, in the kid's lifetime, of cost over stupid issues. I consider them stupid issues because this actually was really preventable. Had you not, birthed somebody with serious heart conditions or a serious expensive problem, these costs wouldn't exist. So stupid problems, stupid expenses, all avoided and ensured that they will not arise if you adopt. So that's another smart thing, because not everybody thinks, so this will never happen to me, but it happens. Just so you guys know, it happens so often. Like, there are literally so many people. I mean, I think that, I wish this was like spoken about more, but it seems like society wants people to continue breeding, especially the church. They want you to breed the more followers, but cult members. So, you guys, there's genetics that get worse than bald and chopped, right? Try having a heart condition. Try, Down syndrome. Try schizophrenia. Okay? Try fucking like, I don't know, like missing a hand. Try a joint disease, right? And not being able to walk. Like, there's all types of very fucking serious, terrible conditions. And also, I only brought up the expenses and the, what's it called? Inconvenience, right? How does the kid feel? How does the person feel? The kid who's going to grow up into a person living like that most of their life, like literally half of their life may be spent in a hospital or in treatment plan. You're emptying your pockets for what? You fucking wasting time. Stupid. What a stupid waste of time. So you can prevent this. You can prevent that. Just adopt. Adopt. We don't need to be creating more people to suffer. And this is no matter what. It doesn't matter how, and like, don't get me wrong, like, yeah, I do think that, like, probably people with more money or children that grow up with more money have easier lives, but not, there's always, everybody suffers, period. It's like, everybody, like you guys get what I'm saying? I mean, it may make things a little bit easier, but I mean, I think that life, what's it called? Suffering, when it comes to life, is just kind of inherent. And it's more so to do with the world males have created, if that makes sense. So unless the patriarchy gets totally torn down and we have a completely new system, right? Like a world order change, and like which we're not going to see anytime soon. As of right now, when you birth a kid, you're subjecting it to nothing but suffering, no matter how rich you are, period. Money could only fix so many problems. But money can't fix the world. Money can't shield your kid from the fucked up world it's living in. You could try to protect it. You could make sure it's in a good zip code, goes to a good school, but there's always going to be something. I'm telling you, man. dude, like, I remember, like, my dad would always say, "Oh, you guys should be grateful because you're growing up with this and this and that, and, like, I didn't have this." And it's like, I don't care. Like, it didn't change anything. It didn't change anything about how I felt, honestly, right? It's like, if I was upset about something, I don't give a fuck. Like, this, oh, well, you should be lucky, you could say that all you want, but it's not going to change how I feel, right? So, I mean, you guys could think that, oh, knockering a Porsche should be enough to make somebody happy. You could think that all you want, but it won't change the reality, believe it or not. So, and it doesn't matter what. Don't get me wrong, less problems, less stress, I bet. Will they have access to, there's some objective things, right? Like, is somebody with more access to money gonna have better health? Yes. Yes. But when it comes to happiness, right? Happiness, sadness, and stress and anger, no, man. Money doesn't really change much about that. Period. So, I'm telling you guys. So, yeah, I am fucking old. I'm 24, so you guys need to shut the fuck up and listen to me, because I actually know what I'm talking about. I fucking lived a lot more life than all of you fucking inexperienced fucking retards. So you shut the fuck up and listen to somebody that actually knows what the fuck they're talking about. So yeah, at 24 years fucking old, I've been on this planet a lot longer than any of you retards, so you shut the fuck up and listen to me. You don't have kids, adopt. Adopt. I'm actually giving you guys really fucking good advice right now, but some of you guys, your head's too far up your ass to realize that. So, you know what? You guys could ruin your own life. Even if your kid's born fine, just so you guys know, I mean, you have to understand that, like, going forward, right? Like, let's say that your kid is to, I don't know, like, let's say that your kid's to maybe, I don't know, maybe deal with a problem like, oh, mom or dad, I'm getting bullied. You have to understand that, it's kind of like you're the one that birthed them into this life experience, right? You're kind of liable because you created them. But if you adopt, not that you won't help them, right? But it's like you're not liable. The person who created them are liable. So you're there to, your part in that adopted child's life is you're helping them. It only goes up, right? It's like there's no, like, does that make sense? Like, you're not necessarily kind of I feel like when you have a kid, you're kind of in debt to them because you did this. You brought them there. They didn't ask to be. You subjected them to this. But when you adopt, you're not in debt, right? Does that make sense to you guys a bit? And I do feel like, I mean, there has to be more guilt, like when, things out of your hands go wrong with a biological child, because you created them. You created them, right? So you caused this. Maybe not exactly what's going on, but upset kid, you caused that part. So had you not fucking chose to create this life, I mean, it wouldn't be upset right now. So I hope that, like, makes sense to you guys, like, that perspective, because it's true. It's true. But yeah, you guys, like I said, don't ruin your life. Also, honestly, like, I think that I don't really understand why some people are so, oh, kids are so obsessed with kids. It's like, no offense, you guys, but kids are like, I don't really understand why you guys are so like, oh, kids are so important. They're loud, they're stinky, they're annoying. Like, seriously, you guys, like, bro, I remember, like, I have an aunt, and like, I have, like, what's it called? Uh, she had a baby, and he was a really quiet baby, so he was chill. So he was cute. He was, like, nice to hold, nice to, play. I'd, like, play the, like, blocks with him, and like, and he'd laugh a lot. So he was a really cute baby. He was very pleasant. But then once he got older, loud, obnoxious, I was like, yeah, I don't want to hang out anymore. So yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. Like, I appreciate that, D. And nothing under 10. You feel sad today? Oh no, why are you feeling sad? What's going on? But yeah. You know, like, I love my niece, obviously, just so you guys know. Like, he's really nice, but, you know, like you guys know what I'm saying. Like, once, you know, um, I don't know if it's only men. No, I don't think it's only males, because I know me when I was young, dude, I was, like, loud, I was hectic, I was, like, bro, like, I was, like, a fucking, like, crazy when I was young. I was really crazy, so, I think this could be any gender. But yeah, it's annoying. So... So somebody said, you will live, die, and be... So this is what I mean by, I think that the reason why so many people are messed up is because, unfortunately, family and parenthood will only, for the most part, attract the majority narcissist like this. So this is why I think almost, like, literally 90% of all parents are mentally ill narcissists. This is the people that want to be parents. You live, you die, and you will be forgotten. Your children will remain, and they will have children, and your name lives on. So you've already decided who your children are gonna be, and you don't even have kids, man. You've already decided the kind of person your kid is, the personality it will have, and the major life decisions your unborn child will make. What a fucking delusional and ridiculous thing. Do you retards have any, to all of you delusional mentally ill males that believe that, oh, you know, oh, I'm worried I'm gonna be... First of all, you aren't important. You aren't important. Nobody living on this planet is important, period. Even famous people we read about, even, like, for example, Albert Einstein. I guess face value, oh, he's important, he's in a book. Well, so what? He's in the ground being eaten by bugs, period. So what? He isn't around to sign autographs. Fucking, like, George Washington. Oh, everyone knows him as first president. Well, so what? You know what? He's still worm food like every fucking buddy else. And is too not around to sign autographs and, well, you know, ride the crowd wave. So it doesn't matter. You're not going to care that you're forgotten. You're going to be dead like everyone else. So what is with this bullshit of mentally ill men caring so much, oh, I'm going to be forgotten? Whether you're forgotten or not doesn't matter. You will still be worm food. You're still not going to respawn back into life. No, you're never going to get to sign autographs, no matter how many people remember you. Quite frankly, it won't be relevant. You're not going to be conscious. Also, oh, my kid will continue my... What is bloodline? Like, what is this garbage? And then, two, you don't know what the fuck your kid's going to do. Your kid might decide, I don't want to. I don't want to. Your kid may decide, you know what, I'm gay. That's not in the cards for me. Your kid may decide, I'm a fucking incel and I can't get a girlfriend, I'm gonna die trying. Or your kid may decide, you know what, my wife doesn't want to, so we're not going to. So, I mean, what is with this assumption? There are so many reasons why, you know, and especially women, why women wouldn't want kids, right? But, you know, this whole bloodline, I'm assuming you guys are referring to son, because usually when males speak about, like, carrying the bloodline, this is why they've, misogynists make, or why women's supposed to take the last name and all this garbage. But, you don't know who your kid's gonna be, what choices they're gonna make. And low-key, I kind of feel like assuming that your kid will carry a bloodline low-key gives me rapist vibes, because I'm just thinking, well, what if a woman doesn't want to date him? Like, what are you proposing, that your son rape a woman and just have a rape baby? Oh, like men do all the time? Is that, like, what you're proposing? Like, why so sure? And not only the decision that your child will want to have a family, but two, that a woman will want to do that too, because consent is a two-way street, not a... I mean, the way you guys are doing it, I mean, you're not even getting your kids' consent. You know, it seems like this is a zero-way street, right? Because you're not even, like, you can't speak for your unborn child, but you're speaking for the unborn child, and consenting on behalf of the unborn child, and consenting on the behalf of the, you know, hypothetical woman that you don't know. So low-key, it's kind of rapey too to just assume this kind of stupid stuff, don't you guys think? Isn't that kind of like rapist mentality? What a crazy thing. You know, what a crazy leap. But this is exactly what I mean by most parents are going to be mentally ill and narcissists, because a lot of people like that are parents. And I'm not saying it's all parents. And just because your parents a narcissist doesn't mean that they don't love you. They can, but like it doesn't change the fact that they're mentally ill. Two things can be true at once. But that's why we have so many people that are messed up. Families are essentially cults. Almost all families are cults. Look up the definition of a cult. A very common dynamic in families, there's always like the abuser, right? Whether this is dad, mom, or it could be a sibling, right? There's the abuser, and the other family members are always covering for that abuser, okay? For example, like, yo, you can't have your phone out. You know, like this might be your dad. And then, you know, your mom, and you might be like, wait, why can't I have my phone out? I don't understand. I'm not hurting anybody. Oh, listen to your father. And then you might have a sibling. Yeah, you don't listen. And those two enablers, they're covering for the abuser because they don't want to get in trouble, right? This is very common. I'm just making examples of maybe you guys might think to your family, like, yeah, this happened. You guys might have better examples, but that is so common. And it's because, truthfully, like, you might as well say families are cults. But obviously, like, nothing's ever 100%, right? I'm sure there are families that don't operate like that. Very rare. There's always outliers, but almost all families, the overwhelming majority, are going to be cult-like. Are kind of like cults, because there's always, it could be mom, it could be a sibling, right? Sometimes it's a sibling. Sometimes you might have like a abusive sibling. Let's say you have an abusive brother who's literally mean to you, and everybody in your household might know that your brother's bullying you, but they cover for him. Oh, you don't, oh no, it's your problem, or oh, well, you must have did something. No, I didn't do anything. He literally attacked me out of nowhere. Oh, you always lie. Da, da, da. Go to your room. This is another example of that, right? Usually it's like a parent that's the abuser and people covering for the parent, but sometimes I'm sure it could be like a sibling too. I've had girls tell me stories where it's like they had something like this go on, except, you know, it was the brother that was being protected for whatever reason. You know, most of these stories I've heard, it's usually the mom. Usually when you have a situation where the sister's being abused by brother and it's being supported, every story I've heard, it's been mom. So I mean, I'm just telling you guys what I've heard, so from the people on my channel, but that's a good example of that, you know. So if you have a situation like that, this is cult behavior or cult dynamic, whatever. So again, you guys, like I said, nothing matters, okay? And that's okay. You know, all these famous dead people, well-known dead people, they're in the same place. They're in the same place and have the same fate as everybody that wasn't famous. So, you know, there's a lot of inequality in life, but when it comes to death, none of this equality exists, or none of the inequality exists when it comes to death, right? Like, when it comes to consciousness in life, all humans are completely equal in that sense, because, you know what? We're all going to be unconscious, and we're all going to be worm food, or turn into powder. You know, maybe, where do you put this powder? A coffee pot? Be in the coffee pot. So, you guys get the joke, because coffee. So, coffee pot or worm food. So do you guys get that? And I don't think there's anything to be sad about. I think it's something to understand, right? Just like how we easily accept the fate that every time you get into, with ease, when you get into a car, you could die in a car crash. We don't worry about that. We don't dwell about it. We know that, yeah, it's something that happens. It's a fact, and it is a possibility, but it's okay. You know, it's like, I think that as a society, we gotta really kind of learn to accept reality better. I think we'd be better off like this, honestly, because this whole like deranged ideology of I must leave my mark, you know, I can't be forgotten by who? You're dead. Like, you know, is not good, right? Because, you know, you're hurting people. right? Think of all the people that actually follow through and have kids because of stupid reasons like this. Do you guys think people thinking like this are really thinking much about the well-being of the kid or like have the right mindset? No, these are people that are completely unprepared, like chickens with their head cut off, pretty much. Kind of people becoming parents, and it's like I think that's really unfair to the kid, honestly. And I think parents like this usually tend to like blame the kid, when they aren't prepared or they are irresponsible because they're too busy thinking me, and like, oh hey, I have tuition, or oh hey, I need something, or hey, I have a need. Then that's when, oh, this is your fault, or you're a bad kid, and it's like, yeah, that happens a lot. So often, like I hear like both people of both genders, girls and boys, speaking about like, experiences with parents that, clearly, they just were narcissists, right? They were just thinking about all the attention they'd get as a parent, or, whatever, oh, I don't want to be forgotten themselves. And when it's time to be a parent, instead of, oh shit, like I was completely selfish, I didn't think this through, I literally spent no time thinking about these multiple responsibilities and the reality of, what it is to be a parent. I fucked up. My kid's a bad kid. Why is there problems? My kid sucks. So it's a lot, man. So anyways, you guys, I think that, no one should worry about stupid stuff like their legacy when there's no such thing as that stuff. Appreciate that. But let me see. Oh, wait, so are you having a bad day? Let me read your chat. I got a little bit distracted. I love my father so much. Oh, well, that's great. And remember, guys, nothing under 10. Oh my god. So, do you guys see how cancerous religion is? Like, you guys see my chat? Like, after everything I said, there's people going, God has it. It's like, oh my god, man. Yeah. Anyways, you guys. All my social medias, including the spicy content sites, located in the link me, which is pinned in my chat. Let me know if you guys have any other questions that are appropriate. I hope that my perspective you guys found helpful, interesting, and, maybe change your perspective a little bit. So, why speak about what do you guys mean by the 5%? When it comes to families being cults, I mean, I said 90% or more of families are cults. This is not 5%. So, the way the mothers raise their children, no. There's been billions or millions, maybe billions of moms that have walked this planet. I don't know any of them. Do you guys name me 3 moms that have walked this planet? Yeah, you can't. So again, when it comes to death, once you die, no matter who you are, it's black. No attention, nothing matters. It doesn't matter how many books you're in, doesn't matter how famous or if your name and face is on a dollar bill. It's black. You're nobody. You're sleeping forever. You're worm food. So you're not around to experience being famous. You're not around to experience being special to so-and-so random fucks that are on the planet after you've left. Like, what don't you guys understand about death? When you die, you go back to before you were born. Do you understand? So, just like how, think of anybody that's famous that you consider somebody that left their mark. George Washington. Before he was born, he was nothing. While he was born, he did some stuff, lived his life. Yeah, he's dead now. Yes, his face is on a dollar bill. We all know who he is. But he's right back to before he was born. So as far as he is concerned, he's nothing. Like where he was before he came? Nothing. He started as nothing, had a temporary, like a firework, right? Had a temporary, life. Look at life. You know what? This is a good way to put it. Like firework. You shoot a firework up and it's sparkling. You see it. It's there. And then it's, fades into nothing. That is exactly how life works. So it doesn't matter how big the firework or how beautiful the firework was. At the end of the day, once the fireworks fizzled out, now the sky is clear again. It's back to before the firework was there. We are all temporary, just as temporary as a fucking firework. So therefore, you should not give a fuck whether you're forgotten or not, as far as you are concerned, because you're gonna be dead when you pass, okay? As far as you're concerned, this is irrelevant. You went back to before you were born. You're not going to be conscious to care or float around like a ghost the world, like, oh, I'm so happy these people know who I am. Like, so does that make sense? Like, this is like thinking that Tinkerbell cares that she's remembered. Like, Tinkerbell isn't real, right? You guys agree that Tinkerbell, like the fairy, doesn't care that people know her and that she will be remembered? Why? Because she doesn't exist. When you die like Tinkerbell, you won't exist. Do you understand? You will be just as, well, not a real thing. Of course a cartoon doesn't care about being remembered or known. Yeah, you're gonna be just as not real as that cartoon when you're dead. So therefore, why do you care about legacy, leaving mark, or I need to have kids so I'm not forgotten? And you don't even know what they're gonna do. They may pass too. Life happens. I mean, and either way, it's stupid. Even if they don't, that has nothing to do with you. Do you know your great-great-great-great-grandfather? Right, exactly. So this is nonsense. This is fucking bullshit. You have retarded guys that have no idea about who their great-grandfather was or great-great-grandfather. Man, I bet a lot of you guys don't know who your great-great-grandfather is, man. On God, retards worried about, oh, what if they forget me? You don't even know who your own great-great-grandfather is. And you think that you're so special, that you're gonna be known. And besides, who cares, by the way, when you're dead? But nobody in your bloodline knows who the fuck great-great-grandfather is, but for some reason you're so special that they're gonna know who you are. Like, what a delusional, what a crazy way to think, honestly. And it's only fucking men that think like this. This is how, just so you males know, this is how we know you guys are dumb. This is how, just so you guys, understand, this is why women, look at you guys as, retards. It's more than just this, just so you guys know. But there's definitely one of the reasons. It's just such stupid, man, and this is how we know you guys are very emotional and have no logic. Just one of the reasons why. Like I said, I hope I, gave you guys perspective and gave you guys a better way at looking at things, and this is nothing to get upset about, if anything, this should relieve your stress, hearing everything that I have to say or my perspective. What really, it's not so much a perspective, a lot of this is factual, but whatever you guys want to call it, should relieve you of stress. You don't have to worry, oh, I need to do this, worry about these fucking fictional, this fucking, fictional nonsense, right, that's made up in your own head. Why do you think that you gotta care about, how many people know you when you're deceased and non-existent? Did somebody tell you that you should care about this? Is that why you care about it? Why do you care about, why do you think it's so important to have a kid to continue your bloodline? Did somebody tell you you should care about this? And why do you assume that your kid will do this and be a good obeying robot soldier? Like some kind of product. Did somebody tell you that that's how it worked? Why do so many males have these beliefs? I wonder sometimes, is it because they were told these things? Seriously, ask yourself this. Where do these beliefs come from? Was I told that? And if you were told this, because maybe some of you guys were told, honestly, I'm sure at least half of these things that I mentioned were told to many men. And ever considered the fact that you may have been lied to? Ever thought of that? You've been lied to plenty of times. People are wrong all the times. You don't think that this might be, this is subject to that. So that's it. I mean, it should be relieving hearing these things. So, what was I gonna say? You know, I'm tired of you guys projecting. Again, you guys are delusional and mentally ill. Nobody's gonna remember you, just like how you don't remember none of your great-great-grandfathers. You are not special. Also, you're gonna be dead. Again, just as real as Spider-Man, the cartoon. Spider-Man, the cartoon, doesn't, or Superman, the superhero, doesn't care about how many people know him or whether he's forgotten or remembered, because he's not real. When you die, you're the same status as Superman. You're unconscious, aka not real. What makes Superman not real? How come Superman's not a real life, you know, what's the word, conscious being? Because he's not conscious. He doesn't exist. He's not a person that wakes up in the morning, eats breakfast, has thoughts, and is conscious. Yeah, you're in the same boat when you're dead. So for the same reasons that you know a superhero character wouldn't be worried about their legacy, whether they are famous, not famous, I mean, it's a made-up cartoon, you're in the same standing when you die. So nothing matters. So you guys just live your lives and stop worrying about fucking stupid shit. It's so annoying. Man, I have a headache right now because of you guys' stupid comments. Holy shit. No, you guys gave me a migraine. Like, actually, guys, so, man, change the fucking topic. I feel like my head's gonna explode. But I tried, man. I tried. But yeah, dude, it's like some males, you know, not all of you guys, some of you guys are base, but dude, some of the guys in here, bro, the Jesus freaks more so, it's like, bro, it's like I feel like I'm teaching a monkey how to think. It's like so hard. All right. She said she thinks like when you die, it's before you were born. Yeah, it is, like, factually speaking. Oh my fucking god. Bro, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And you guys do know that bodies decompose, right? Like, just so you guys know, even your shell, even your body, like I said, your consciousness leaves before your body, obviously. Your body takes a while to decompose. But let's say even if you have, like, a grave, okay? One day, after a certain amount of time, they're going to open that box and it's going to be empty. Just so you guys know. Because guess what? Everything decomposes. Did you guys know that? So yes, ultimately you go right back before you were born and there will be not a fucking trace. Everything decomposes. Everything. No, this is just a fact. Did you guys know that? Oh my god, dude, like, it honestly, it's so frustrating when I see people that are so scared of, like, life. If you're scared of death, then you're scared of life. It's like, you guys need to understand and fully accept that with life comes death. You know, and you guys say that you love life so much, but yet you're so unwilling to accept death, which is part of life. It's okay to accept reality. You know, it's, like, crazy. It's like, I kind of get it, because when I was young, when I was, like, really young, or, like, a lot younger, when I think about this, I used to get overwhelmed, like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to hold Molly, I'm so scared, what if I die, I can't pet her, like, I think like that, and I'd get so overwhelmed, when I was, like, 14 years old, when I was, like, 15, yeah, and when I was 16 too, but then, you know, once I got a little bit older, smarter, like, you know, yeah, kind of like 17, 18, like, I realized, man, this shit's a waste of time. Worrying about this garbage is a waste because you don't get to enjoy the time you are alive. I don't get to enjoy the time that I am here with Molly. And two, who cares? I just woke up one day and I was like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's science. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. It's part of life and I don't care. Don't care. It's part of life. So I've always understood and known these things that I just explained to you guys. But trust me, you guys, once you start or like, I don't know, like, I think that when I'd get overwhelmed, it was just because I was young, you know, when you're younger and less mature, like, I don't know how to explain it, but when you're older, you're supposed to get smarter. That didn't happen for a lot of you males in here. I know some of you guys are 40 and still being fucking delusional, but when you become older, you're supposed to get wiser and more accepting of reality, right? Able to process and comprehend these things a lot easier, right? So for me, yeah, when I was 17, I was like, all good. So I understood everything that I just explained to you guys when I was way younger. Like, literally, dude, honestly, I think I've always understood this. There's never a point where I believe that I'm gonna spawn into a different fucking, like, or whatever you guys believe. None of that. So, I need to get another water. But it's just so crazy, like, how delusional males are, honestly. Some males, you know. It's like, you know, and like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with like believing like, oh, well, I actually think that this might, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but being so sure about it is where I think it's delusional. Being so sure, no, 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 you know, I'm not going to go back to before I was born, which by the way is illogical because where else would you go besides before you were born? Right? You know, what after you die and before you were born have in common is the lack of consciousness and the absence of the body, right? Before you were born, your body, your shell didn't exist and you were not conscious. When you die, you're not going to be conscious and your body will decompose. It will eventually return completely back to before you were born. So that's why it's the most logical thing to assume I'm just going to be right back before I was born, right? Remember before you were born? No, you don't because you weren't conscious, nothing. So, isn't that such good news? Dude, I would hate if, like, imagine if when you die, it's like horror and like anxiety and like, you know, like meth withdrawal. Like, I wouldn't want that. Like, I think it's a good thing that it's nothing. Thank God. Or it's like feels like you're on fire 24/7. So I get a lot of peace knowing that it's just gonna be nothing, right? I mean, do you guys kind of get what I'm saying? But yeah, but it's okay to have a different theory. But where back to my point, where I think you males are so delusional is how can you retards be so sure in a fucking conclusion that has no logical basis whatsoever? Like I just explained to you guys why my reasoning was logical again. What were you before you were born? Unconscious, and your body, your hair, your face, your nose, your ear, all of this was not there, right? So the reason why I know that when we die we just go back to before we were born, just completely poof, is because first you lose the consciousness, and over time the body takes a while to decompose, but it will eventually decompose. Just so you guys know, eventually the nose will come off, the hair decomposes, everything will decompose. Basically, after a certain amount of time, it's like you were never born. So, of course, like I said, that's why. So, you guys kind of get what I'm saying, but you guys with the stupid bullshit of, oh no, you go to heaven. Why? Because somebody told you? Because a man-made book said so? No, like, that's not really, oh, because this comic book said so. You know, saying that my religion told me so is just as good as, oh, I read it in a comic book. I mean, it's really stupid. That's not really a reason. You know, you're just explaining to me why you're delusional, honestly, when you guys are like, because of Bible. So, no, seriously, you guys are some serious retards, honestly. But anyways, you guys, let me know if you guys have any other questions besides this, because I'm really starting to get a headache. I'm really, you know, I probably get this from my dad, but like I get really exhausted at stupidity. It really stresses me out. So you guys can change the subject, man. I honestly, I give up. I'm sure we all go to heaven. I'm sure that heaven is this great big strip club in the sky, a giant fun gym with strippers, bottles, and models, and we're all going there. It's totally real, and I believe it. Now you pussies could change the subject. I'm sure there's plenty of cheeseburgers, steaks, fucking zins, many cars and models. Prostitutes and OnlyFans girls. I'm sure. And PS5s everywhere. Like, is that what you guys want to hear? I don't think there's much sense in, like, somebody said, oh, devil backwards is lived and live backwards is evil. Guys, like, I don't think there's any significance. Like you guys get what I'm saying. There's no significance in that. You know, it's funny, but I hope you guys don't think that there's any value or meaning in that, right? It's just you know, it's words, bro. Like, how many letters in the alphabet? You know, of course there's going to be weird coincidences or funny things with many words. Many. And it's more because, like, there's not that many letters in the alphabet. So many words, not that many letters. So, yeah, and there will be GTA, not only GTA 6 and the big gym in the sky, but GTA fucking 1000. GTA 1000, I'm sure. Soul stuff. I'm not sure, you guys. Like I said, when it comes to, I know some people believe that our souls never die. I don't know. I mean, you know, perhaps, you know, that's a reasonable, like, what's the word? That's a reasonable thing to wonder. Like, yeah, we may lose consciousness and, like, our body may decompose, but will our souls be around because we were born? I don't know. Probably not. Honestly, probably not. But it's a possibility. But I mean, even if your soul's around, I mean, what's the significance? And I mean, I don't think just there's enough space for everybody's soul. Like, I mean, where is the soul? Where is this? A lot of people have lived and died. Not even just people, but things, animals. So, is there even space for all this? Is it crammed? Where is this? I mean, like I said, um, I think that it's okay to accept, you know, with life comes death, and that's something that needs to be accepted. But if you feel overwhelmed at the thought that, you know, of you know, death and, like, there being nothing after, then, like, that's another reason why maybe you know, just remember, when you birth a kid, with life comes death, you're subjecting them to death. So, ghost. Somebody said you didn't have a spiritual experience, you had a Xanax experience. Yeah, no, like exactly, man. So yeah, just so you guys know, I have always been an atheist, even when I was a very small child. I never found any of this religious garbage credible whatsoever. I thought people were pretending to believe in religion. I thought everybody secretly knew that it was a lie and were just doing this for fun. Seriously. I was really horrified. I was so horrified and appalled when I got older and I found out that that was not the case. Yeah. Comment if you guys relate to this. Bro, when I found out people are for real, I was like, oh my god. Like, I felt so overwhelmed. Like, I'm living amongst fucking freaks. The delusional. Like, I was shocked, honestly. Yeah, let me know if you guys relate. Yeah, you guys are not gonna convince me, bro. Like, you guys, I've always been, had my head on right, so. I know, dude. Dude, it's like men are so fucking weird, dude. It's, you know why I think, I think I know why men are so afraid of death. Because, don't get me wrong, are some women, oh no, there's something out there? Yeah, absolutely, but no, it's more so men. It is a lot more so men. And men, fucking, deny death, like, a lot harder than any woman does. I think the reason why is, they worry, I think that they want to feel like they're special, right? It's like, oh no, just for the same reason they're like, oh, I'm a man or I'm angry, I'm gonna commit a crime. You know how like literally one of the most common reasons males commit crimes is literally for attention, like to get on the news. So, what they used to do, or I remember this saying, like they used to like, and especially when they're trying to like catch somebody, or like I don't know exactly what the saying is, but oh, they try not to put too many, or it's not good to put men on the news because it'll create more crime. Or the reason why we're seeing more crime, right? I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but a lot of people have said consistently, right? Oh, we're seeing more crime because the news is publicizing it more. Or the news needs to stop. Some people will say that, and it is true because not that we shouldn't put crime on the news, we should, but it is still true that men do it for attention. It's like I think males have this bottomless black. A lot of males have this bottomless black hole, this need for attention, right? And besides crimes, you see males attention whoring like 24/7. They're constantly whoring for attention, doing stupid shit. So I think that that's where it comes from, and I think that part of it's a lack of accountability too. I know that, face value religion's like, oh, you're supposed to be good, but like, yeah, not really. I mean, nobody actually follows that rule, and all these religious males are just as rotten as one another, and in their mind, it's like, well, there's no way that all us rapists are gonna go to hell, so therefore we're good, is probably how they're thinking. Rape, whatever it is, just so you guys know. I mean, whatever the crime is, or whatever bad thing the males have done, right? So just so you guys know, I don't think that they're worrying about the stuff they did. I think they all assume that they go to heaven, and they don't want to feel that, oh, it's evading accountability because, it's like a male that's not a good person, he's likely not going to have like the greatest, for sure, relationships with women, right? Might not have the greatest life. I mean, most males revolve their entire life around women. So if you don't have a great relationship with women, if you're like most males, you don't have a great life. That's the truth. Most males, they revolve around women. So it's avoiding accountability because it's like, oh, well, while I was on Earth, I got in all this trouble and had such a hard time with women, and no one liked me because I did this and that and that. And a lot of women found me annoying, da da da, and labeled me an attacker, da da da. But there's heaven! But heaven's mine, and once I get to heaven, I'll conquer all. So it's kind of like the way to avoid accountability on Earth. I don't need to be a good person. I don't need to fucking follow the rules. I don't need to do this and that because I got heaven. I'm gonna run away from accountability and run as fast as I can because I have heaven. So I think part of it is like this. Does that make sense? It's evading accountability, but backwards, right? More of like, I don't need to be responsible. I don't need to treat anybody with kindness because I have heaven. I could piss my life away because I have heaven. This is exactly how a lot of almost all religious men think. This is why they're such horrible people. By the way, this is why they're such crazy criminals. Just so you guys know. I mean, obviously, they're such crazy criminals, but yet they think that they're going to go to heaven. This is Christian mentality. Like, I don't think like this, but I know how they're thinking. It's pretty fucking obvious. It's like they put the writing all over the wall. I mean, I think most of us knew this. Like, they don't hide it. They don't hide the way they think, like, at all. It's, man, I'll tell you Christians one thing. I mean, you guys are the most honest people ever because you guys are so stupid, man. it's like you guys say the most stupid shit, and like you guys like tell on yourselves too. So I mean, the one thing I'll give you guys is, I guess you could argue they're honest. That's about it. But give me a minute, guys. Hi, Pei. Hello. Hi. Hi. Is everything okay, baby? Come here. Oh, hello. Hello, baby. Are you okay? My little boy, I miss you. I miss you. Alright, Mama's gonna. One minute, baby. Hello. Alright, let's go. Alright, come on. Let's go. Alright, you guys, I need to take out my contact lenses because, like, my eye's getting inflamed. If you guys don't know, I'm running a really bad... you know, it's not really bad, but, like, I am running a fever because I was out in the rain. If you guys don't know, I bought a... Wait. Okay, where's the contact solution? But, yeah, if you guys don't know, I bought a house, and I've been very... Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I accidentally sat on her. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, let me take these out, like, ASAP. But yeah, hey, please don't go. Please don't go. Molly, please. But yeah, I'm getting pretty bad inflammation. Oh my god, she left. In my eye. And, like, when I get inflammation in my eye, the lenses will, like, slide up my eye. Just so you guys know, this is why I wear a color. It's because, like, I don't know if you guys saw when I was blinking, one was sliding all the way to the back of my eye. But, yeah, no, we need to wear glasses. Like, I fucking hate the glasses, man. Because my eyesight's, like, so bad. They literally, like, bend my face. You guys will see if you guys haven't seen yet. It's, like, there we go. All right. It's really bad. But, oh, my God. Whew. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to continue answering questions that are appropriate. As always, on my social medias. Dude, my eyes are, like, really, like... Oh my god, they're actually, like, really irritated. Where's the solution? Contact solution? Where is it? Oh my god. Molly, come back! Molly! Dude, Molly was taking care of me, now she's gone. Man, fuck you guys, this is all you guys' fault, bro. Anyways, you guys. Literally, oh my fucking god. Alright, you guys are about to really piss, you Jesus freaks are about to piss me off for real. Like, honestly, you guys, I've been trying to be very polite. I've been trying to keep things very sugar-coated. I've been trying not to say anything mean or offensive about religion, but if you guys are gonna pressure me with Jesus, I'm gonna pressure you with reality. I'm gonna tell you right the fuck now. If there's a God, it is definitely not a sick, disgusting man, scientifically speaking. Scientifically speaking. Male is a genetic accident. This is a fact. The way male is made is what all humans, everything actually starts out as an X chromosome, okay? When things go wrong and there is a mechanical failure, the piece of the X breaks, creating Y. So therefore, oh, ever heard of Adam and Eve? That is absolutely not only, like, fucking retarded, But this is anti-science and anti-reality and pro-mental asylum, thinking that there was ever a man on the planet first. This is not a chicken and the egg kind of stupid question. We know that male is genetic mutation, and what is a mutation cannot become before, like, I mean, this is obvious. Two, if there's a god, it would not be a sick, disgusting man, for sure, for sure. One, but also because scientifically speaking, X chromosome, well, all men are mutations of a woman. So a defect of a woman, right? Because you started as an X before a piece of your X broke, okay? And also, why would God be like the gender that commits almost all mass shootings, literally all of them, basically? Why would God be the gender that grapes and like does all this terrible stuff? And also, these crimes are very consistent, just so you guys know. I really want to highlight the fact that it's not only crimes, guys, it's the fact that you guys are harming so many people in the exact same way. That's what I really want to highlight. Like, I'm fucking like highlighter back and forth on that. Think about that. So, and also remember the fact that you're a mutation. So I promise you, like I said, none of this religion garbage is real, but I promise you, if there was a God, do you guys understand why scientifically and logically there is no way in hell that it would be a male? It literally can't be a male, right? This Bible can't be true. How the fuck can we have a male here first when we know that Y chromosome is a genetic accident, a mutation from a woman gone wrong, scientifically speaking? This is what the science says. Also, the Bible, you guys say that women are supposed to submit to males. Is that true? Can you guys show me where the fucking science, or where in like anywhere you see the creator submitting to its creation? Right, so that's another anti-science, pro-mental hospital ideology. So, yeah, you guys, like, man, like, don't fuck with me, man. I'm tired of you stupid fucking, the fucking, like, the retards. Like, I don't know if you guys are, like, I don't know if, this Jesus church, these Bible verses, I don't know if you guys are rage baiting. I don't know if this is an act. I don't know if maybe perhaps your parents indoctrinated you, and maybe you might be a victim, that, you should really be telling this to a therapist. I mean, go somewhere else. Like, I'm not going to help you. So I don't really know what you guys are doing, but you guys need to stop. I will not be tolerating, you know what, and I actually consider this whole spreading of religion, I consider this pedophilia, because I come from the belief that it is pedophilia to publicly display your fetishes. I think we'd all agree, because you don't know if there's kids watching, right? It's pedophilia to publicly advertise or display your fetish, and I absolutely, honestly, like, when I see and hear of this church shit, men worshiping a man, men glazing a man, men reading and making their life purpose a man. Yeah, man. This is not appropriate. I don't care if you guys want to say that God said it's okay. Like, bro, I don't care that you guys want to slip in a God, bro. It's like, this is not appropriate, and bro, this is 100% a fetish. Because think about it. If a man was doing this with a woman, let's say that a man was thinking about her all day, writing about her, memorizing her quotes, that are giving, because you give money, because you give the church money, donating to her money, you'd be like, dude, you're a fucking simp. You don't know her, and she's never going to meet you. You're actually worse than that guy. Because, with the guy giving the money to the girl and all this, well, there's not a 0% chance he won't meet her. At least she's alive, he's alive, so technically there's no such thing as 0% chance. But Jesus, though, for sure, you ain't never gonna meet him. He's been dead. He's been dead for a long time ago, so you're never gonna meet him. And he doesn't even know you, and you know that he's never gonna know you. So think about that. But the same guys called the guy as, a guy who was watching, like, let's say, Pokimane, or, like, my channel, or any girl, social media girl, who, by the way, is alive, right? He's a simp somehow, but, like, you guys glazing and, like, doing the same thing with Jesus, God, and all that, people who you'll never meet and will never know you, that's different. So, I guess, and also, it is a fetish, because you're worshiping, giving money, you're fucking spending your whole 24. A lot of Christians will proudly say that they spend their life serving this man. Imagine if a guy said that about a woman. That's obvious. Oh, this is a fetish. This is not appropriate. But then when it's you guys doing that, what is it? Because it's a woman? It's sexual. It's like, no, 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 no. It's all inappropriate, and it's the same thing. Do you guys understand where I'm getting at now? Are you guys understanding how and why I actually consider this completely inappropriate? Just like how we don't see advertisements for Cornhub, right? I don't think we've ever seen like a Cornhub flyer or any advertisement anywhere on the internet. Oh, go to Cornhub, right? But Cornhub is around. If you want to indoctrinate yourself, if you want to fucking do that to yourself, you're free to go search for that, right? So I feel like religion should be handled the exact same way. But obviously, if we were to see a poster or online advertisements, that would be completely inappropriate, because the reality is there's children that live in this society. There's children that are like, what's the word? On the internet, and like, yeah, we don't need to be seeing advertisements for an open access site that's literally open access, right? And that doesn't have any parameters. Does that make sense? So, you know, I think bars and clubs are allowed to advertise, but that's because they check an ID. Like, there's parameters. Like, you can't just get in, but like something that's completely like unregulated, right? And there's no protections. It's like, that's why you're not allowed to do that, right? So, yeah, why do we not consider why are churches allowed to advertise and like all of this like stuff when it is very clearly an inappropriate fetish? It's inappropriate. The guys that do the same shit with the woman, there's no sexual relations involved, but it's, you still fucking put it in a sexual category. So why isn't Jesus dumb, Bible dumb? We're gonna call it Bible dumb, Christ dumb. You guys are doing worse, honestly. It is so much worse, and it's honestly repulsive. You guys are so fucking homophobic and so fucking stupid, but yet you guys, man, you for how homophobic you retards are, you guys are fucking gay as fuck, man. It doesn't get any gayer than worshiping a man. How can you retards actually sit there, I'm a straight man? You're worshiping a fucking man. Do you guys understand that? Like, you guys openly say, oh, I serve God, I serve Jesus, and you refer to God as male. You refer to God as male. So you're basically openly admitting and confessing to worshiping and serving men. That is disgusting. That is actually disgusting. And I would tell anybody this. Nobody should be doing that. Do you guys understand that woman wouldn't even do, like literally what you guys are doing is so gross, and women wouldn't even do that. No woman in her right mind would want to fucking serve or worship a male, but you males are doing it. Dude, if I had a gay best friend, like a male gay best friend, and he was worshiping and serving males, I'd tell him, bro, you have to stop. You have to stop. This is wrong. Like, I'd literally, so just to put things into perspective for you guys, it's just not good. It's just really cringy. But anyways, but think about it though. Like, I guess the more important point is like, we all know how Christians are super homophobic and super hateful, right? But yet what they're doing, right, is like, it doesn't get any gayer than that, worshiping a male. Would you guys agree? Like, let's say you have a girl named Sarah. Let's say Sarah knows Dave and Bob. Let's say Bob had a one night stand with Sarah, but Dave worshipped Sarah. Who do you think likes Sarah more? I think we know Dave likes Sarah a lot more because he's worshiping her. There's no sexual relations involved. Actually, the fact that there's no sexual relations involved, he especially likes Sarah more. So do you guys understand how this Jesus and worshiping God and Jesus shit, it's absolutely a fetish. It really is, and it's really not appropriate, and it's disgusting, and I consider it pedophilia, honestly. Dude, I would be so, seriously, think about it. Think about what you see in the churches and all that stuff. Do you guys think that that's appropriate? Like genuine question. Like, would you guys, like, if you had a child, would you want your kid around all of that? Like, I mean, I find it weird that there's parents that actually bring their kids there. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it's what a weird place. At the very least, weird, you know. But it's completely inappropriate. I do believe that Christianity, church, and all this, it is a inappropriate fetish. Men worshiping men. Worshiping men, glazing men, reading for men, openly serving men, and you should follow my fetish too and serve Jesus. You should do this. It's literally, how is that not like a sexually inappropriate thing? When guys do it with women, you guys consider it inappropriate. There was this live streamer. I think she went. I forgot her name, but she went viral because she had a male, wearing like a, I don't know, like he was wearing all like black, like a fitted trash bag, and he was acting like a puppy. All the men, oh, this is inappropriate. She should be banned. Why should she be banned? She's not even doing a fucking fraction of what you church, what you goddamn Christians do. She's not even doing a fraction of, showcasing a fetish as what you Christians do. Like don't get me wrong. Is she somewhat doing that? Like, yeah, but like, I mean, you can't say arrest her without Christians first going to jail, honestly, because what they're doing is like literally like the equivalent of what that girl's doing, but on steroids. But on steroids. No, I'm not going to change the subject. If you worship a man, I think you're confused, and you identify as straight. I think you're very confused, and it's okay. I support the LGBTQ community. It's all right, but just know that you're confused, very. And also, and it's weird, bro. You shouldn't tell people this. Just so you, I don't know why so many Christians are so proud. Why are you so proud to let girls know that you worship a man? Do you have any idea how disgusted girls are gonna be at you? Do you have any idea how cringe that is? And don't tell any competent male that you worship a man. He's definitely not gonna hang out with you again because he's gonna know you're weird. So nobody that's like high value is gonna like look at a Christian anything or any different way than oh, or cringe or brother like that's the reaction you're gonna get from any and all high value people, because it's quite frankly disgusting to worship a male you don't know, does not know you will never meet. Okay. And also, it's more than just being pathetic. This is a religion that does a lot of evil. This religion has massacred millions of people, genocided civilizations. It's done nothing but awful things. It tries to hurt women, oppress women. You've literally murdered or unalived people on the basis of being gay, despite the fact that you're all literally actively having like a attracted to men worship party, a non-stop one, and it's one guy. Only one guy. You guys don't even switch it up. So you're really lame, if anything, It's like, for like a fetish, I'd expect you guys to maybe switch it out. Maybe you guys will find a new Jesus, like prom queen or something. No, you guys don't even do that. Your religion is so attracted to men that it's one. Loyalty like you've never seen before. This seems to be the only male on this planet that gets loyalty, because through thousands of years he hasn't been swapped out, despite the fact that he's behind a religion that has massacred billions of people. Like a man so amazing and that males are so infatuated with, he could be responsible for so much bloodshed, so much distress, and so much oppression and all this, but none of this matters. It's like what's the word? This is like what's it called? Like, the weirdest and most disgusting, unhealthy, like, obsession, infatuation, right? Do you guys agree that, like, let's say, if a woman, like, let's say that a woman, like, smacked your mom, right? You'd break up with her, right? I'd hope, obviously, right? I mean, nobody should put hands on your mom. I think most of you guys would say yes. So, but Jesus, though, he could massacre all these people, and you still love him and view him no different, and he's amazing, and you're gonna serve him and fucking spread your stupid message. How is that not get? Like, are you guys following? Like, I don't understand. And I really want all of you delusional Christians to understand. I really hope you don't identify as straight, because you're gonna look like, you can identify as whatever you want, but just know you're gonna look embarrassing. You're gonna embarrass yourself. That's all I want to tell you guys. Also, you're fucking weird, and you should stop promoting your religion publicly. It's not okay. It's not okay. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. And no one believes you when you say you're straight. That's really it. Any other questions? You don't know. Man, you guys shut the fuck up. Bro, you guys think I'm gonna take any of you religious men seriously? You worship a fucking man. You're disgusting. You think I'm gonna take a bunch of fucking losers that worship a man that you're never gonna meet? He's not gonna fuck you, bro. You think that I find you guys credible? You think that anybody that's competent, like, cares about what you guys have to say? It's like, bro, you guys lost all credibility at letting anybody know that you worship a fucking man. Like, I'm just saying, bro, like, fully understand. You guys don't bother trying to recruit people. Nobody finds you credit. Nobody takes you seriously because you worship a fucking man. Like, guys, like I said, I've had many, like, guys, literally, most of my best friends in my life have literally been gay. One of my first best friends when I was really little, like in kindergarten, was actually gay. So I love gay males. Like, I've always been like this with them. And I've had so many gay best friends, and I've had so many lesbian best friends. So just so you guys know. But yeah, I want to make it clear. I support the LGBTQ community like crazy. Like, the people that I've loved the most have been part of that community. I want to make that so clear. But I'm telling you guys right now, if I had a male friend, or like a gay best friend, or a gay friend, a male gay friend that was worshiping males, bro, I'm gonna have one talk with him. I'm gonna tell him one time, like, hey, this needs to stop. This needs to stop. I'm gonna tell him one time, and if he doesn't fix it, then I'm out. Like, I'm being honest. Like, I know I'm laughing, but like, guys, you have to understand. Like, I can't be friends with somebody that's like that. It's like, I don't trust you. It's like, yo, I support being gay, but bro, worshiping men, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Exactly. If anything, males should worship women. We fucking created you guys. You are our creation. We fucking own all of you pussies. You're our property. So, exactly. It makes more sense to worship women. And this is regardless of orientation. You never work, because it's wrong. It doesn't make sense. Your creator's a woman. Duh. Like, so that's why it's weird, That's why it's so bizarre and not only that it's a male, right? And males are like literally gross, like, most males, right? And do a lot of crime, and it's not a really, like, what do males symbolize? Nothing you want to be serving or worshiping, honestly, right? The devil, skid marks, feces, that's pretty much what you guys worship when you choose to worship a male. But when you choose to worship a woman, it's like you're paying respect to your fucking creator, right? You're paying respect to your creator. So that's why it just makes sense, right? Like, nobody is going to be like, what? Like, when you worship a woman, right? Unless, besides closeted Christians. Closeted Christians are always judging straight males. I see it all the time. Oh, you're a simp. Why are you being nice to a woman? You fucking got, like, gave $20 to a woman. You're a simp. But then meanwhile, they're donating all this money to church and all this serving Jesus. It's fucking, like, really so cringe. But anyways, I swear on my life, literally, even if I had like a gay best friend, a male gay best friend that we were like this with, and like I've known him for like my whole life, I swear on everything. On everything. I swear on Molly, I swear on Eris, I swear on Paisley. If I found out and I saw that he was worshiping males, I swear on everything, I would legit, I don't care how close we are, tell him one time, hey, you gotta stop. And if it did not get sorted right then and there, I'd never speak to them again, because like I just can't be friends with somebody acting like this. It's okay to be gay. It's okay to date males. It's okay to marry a male, but bro, acting like that, acting the way that you Christians do with Jesus, like that's not, yo, like I just can't be friends with somebody, like even if it was a girl, even if it's a girl. If I had a girlfriend that was acting like that, yeah, we can't be friends. Like I'm not friends with low value women. This is cringe. Like, what? Like, the fact that you're worshiping a male tells me that you're mentally ill, and I'm not trying to, I don't know what's wrong with you, and I don't want to know you're fucking worshiping males. This is wrong. And I'd never talk to her again, obviously. So this isn't even just a man, woman, nobody should be doing this. It's cringe. It's wrong. You know, like I said, there's nothing wrong with being gay, just so you guys know, but I do think that that's very different than, you know, worshiping, right? I think that worshiping should be exclusive to women because we created you guys. Everybody should, all of you guys should be worshiping women. That's what I would expect. You know, we're your creators. And we're the only ones with the ability to create you guys. So women represent, I mean, everything to you. Because without women, I mean, anything you love or anything you enjoy, I mean, you wouldn't have it. You wouldn't be conscious. So you're welcome, bitch. You know, even though you males ruin the world, I mean, you guys wouldn't, you know, be able to have fun fucking up the world if it wasn't for us. So in any scenario, you guys should be grateful to women. Period. Period. Any other questions you guys have? What do you guys mean, check the news? You guys, there's a lot of headlines on the news. If there's a specific one you guys want me to read, you guys need to let me know. Is it the flash flooding or which one? Which one? And you guys, there's nothing to compete with. Guys, especially with art, like, there's no such thing as competing when it comes to art. Art is art. It is subjective, right? And it's not like a race, right? You know, race is very, like, whoever wins, wins, right? So there's nothing to compete with, guys. There are plenty of, you know, great artists, great pianists, and, you know, it's just what it is, right? Just like how there's plenty of beautiful woman. There's no such thing as I'm more beautiful, you know, you're not beautiful. Like how beauty's subjective, you know, you're beautiful, period. You're talented, period. There's no such thing as being more or talented. I don't believe in this, so nothing to compete with, guys. It's not football. And I'm gonna mod Slay. Slay, make sure you help me mod a little bit. So, you know, if anything, the devil lives in the church. No, seriously, like, if, think about it. If the devil's real, the devil is in Christ, the devil is in church. How do you, let's say God was real, hypothetically speaking. Let's say God was real and actually existed. Okay, well, the devil's not going to go after non-believers because the devil knows that non-believers don't believe anything, right? They don't believe in God, so they're not going to believe in the devil, correct? So what the devil's going to do is go to the retards, go to the retardville, the church, and how would, let's say God is real. In this scenario, we believe God is real, and the devil hates God, right? How is the devil going to shame and disgrace God? Probably by having the Christians who represent God and who act in the name of God, have them act in a way that completely contradicts any message that God would have. One example, be kind. A woman shall not speak. A woman shall follow men. Being gay is wrong. You family is first. You must cherish your family. My body, my choice. Fucking fuck them kids. And all of you pastors on the news getting caught for molesting children, by the way. Fucking pushing for this legislation and policy that literally directly harms women and children. Oh, who's doing that? Oh, the fucking retarded Christians. So, like I said, hypothetically, if the devil's real, it is literally in all of you, all of Christ. Do you Christians understand that if there was a God, you're actively disgracing and embarrassing him, right? Look at what you guys do. Look at how you guys act. Look at how fucking racist you guys are. Look at how homophobic you guys are. Look at how hateful you guys are. Look at how violent and resentful you guys are towards women. You are creating a complete mockery out of God. Thank God he doesn't exist, man. Because if God existed, he'd be angry. She would be angry. If God was real, God would be a she. It would be a girl. And if God was real, I don't think he would have let males, she would have let males happen. I think we would all just be happy, beautiful girls, honestly. If God was real and good, right? So, maybe only the devil exists. I don't know, but, like I said, I don't believe in any of this nonsense. But think about what I'm saying. If there was a God, why on earth would the devil waste time with non-believers? They don't believe anything. If they don't believe God, they're not going to believe the devil. They're atheist. So, if the devil's mission is to hurt God or fuck God over, where are you going to have the luck? With the you need to go to retard O Block, the church, the Christian church, because they're believers. They have malleable believing brains. So, and if this was true, well, so it worked. The very people that claim to be all about family do nothing but actively destroy family, harm women and children, push for policy that does that too. Very people that are about love and holiness do nothing but kill a bunch of people, unalive a bunch of people, bully people, spread hate and racism, judge people. Oh, don't be judgmental, love your neighbor. Yeah, you guys definitely do the opposite of that. So, I mean, I'd say if this was real, if this hypothetical situation was real, the devil's doing a fucking good job. Period. Of course, religion was made by males. Dude, only a man could write something so stupid and fucking, like, not even believable, bro. You could tell it was written by men. I'll tell you guys that. I mean, I believe, I didn't even, you don't even need to tell me that it was written by a man. It's like, you could tell when garbage was written by a man. Like, you guys get what I'm saying? Like, you always know. You always know. So, like, even like pop songs, I don't know about you guys, but like when I hear some of these women like singers and artists, like I could tell when their song was written by a male writer, because it's like, man, there ain't no woman writing this garbage. Like, do you guys relate to that? Like, do you ever hear some woman singing about love, and it's like, damn well, like, yeah, so she's using fucking ghostwriters. All right, so this artist is definitely not writing her music, right? There's no woman's thinking like this for, like, and I'm not saying that women don't get, like, upset and shit, but you guys know that, like, certain songs, like, yeah, that's not a story that's ever came out of a woman's mouth. So, and in that same way, yeah, the Bible's so stupid and ridiculous. It's very man-coded, moid-coded. Any other questions you guys have for me? And what was it on the news you guys wanted me to look at? Because, like, there's a lot of stuff on the news. So much stuff on the news. Multiple different things.
Take that back.
So, there's, like, man, you guys are working overtime to ruin the world. So, yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I don't know, somebody was like, look at the news, and I'm like, what? Oh, apparently there was a historic flooding, dude. Literally, when I So just so you guys know, the reason I'm sick today is because I went out, because if you guys know, I bought a house and I had to go to my house yesterday, and it was raining so bad. It was raining so bad. I was literally scared. I was literally scared on the road, but I wanted to go because I don't want to like delay stuff. So, and I was scared. And yeah, I'm not surprised. Holy shit.
Dealing with and responding to a flood that is likely going to break records in Texas history.
At the direction of Governor Greg Abbott, the full weight of the state's emergency response machinery is engaged. More than 1,300 personnel across 30 different agencies are activated.
The Texas Military Department is postured to support this storm response with 10 helicopters, over 750 personnel, and 100 military vehicles. These capabilities will be staged throughout the affected area.
It's a preemptive strike against a moisture-rich weather.
Okay, so this is a newer one. I don't know when this was. Let's read.
Let's listen in. Already lit up, and the emergency services got here and said, "Oh, everybody's already out." Okay, so and then they moved on, which was a validation of this entire system. You know, like I
Oh
said,
shit! So this, but when was this? Was this today? Apparently, or I'm assuming this was Thursday. Oh shit! So yeah, so there was a very bad flooding yesterday. That's when I went out, and then it was bad. But apparently, this morning was worse. It had the same 37 feet. 37 feet. So it said it had the same, what's it called? Near historic 37 feet flood. So almost 37 feet. Last year there was like a flooding that was 37 feet, and it was so bad it completely flooded like this camp. It's called Camp Mystic, where, you know, young children were there. You know, it's like the kind of camp that you send your young children to have fun over the summer, and it was really sad. So you guys could look it up. It made the news, and it was 37 feet. So holy shit, it got really bad apparently.
real world tragedy avoided within its first year of use, so we're very proud of that.
These were just installed, what, 3 months ago?
3 months ago, yes.
In real world, showing it in real life early this morning.
That's right.
And we did start, we're going to walk over there and show you the one that is still up, but we did start with this one just to give you an idea of how much water and how quickly that water moved and how much force was behind it, because how much concrete
That's
is
right.
underneath that?
There's 3 foot of concrete underneath that. You can probably see it on the camera. There's 240 pounds of concrete. It pulled it out of the ground.
Holy
Now,
shit.
The breaking news out of South Texas, where areas of the hill country are under a flash flood emergency.
The moderate flood stage that is
Why is this
continues,
happening?
but it is, and again,
This morning, Texans slammed with even more rain. Intense downpours fueling paralyzing flood emergencies. Parts of the
Holy
state soaked
shit.
by more than a foot of rain in just 36 hours.
We are dealing with and responding to a flood that is likely going to break records in Texas history.
All of that water flooding rivers and roads.
Yeah, everybody rejoin.